Good day, everyone. This is Sir Don, and welcome to another lesson for purposive communication. Today, we're going to discuss lesson number 2, and the title of our lesson for today is about communication models. Let me read the learning targets for today. At the end of the module, you will be able to define the various models of communication, and you will be relating this to your daily communication situations, observes into different communication models and contexts. But before we continue, let me remind you of the reading comprehension strategy that we will use for today. Today, we're going still to apply the modified Fryer model, and we're going to focus on definition and description. Okay, in this lesson, you will learn about the 3 different ways how people communicate by means of 3 models, and we will discuss it later. But let's discuss first, ano ba yung communication model? A communication model shows how information goes from one person to another. So, a communication model delineates or explains how communication is being processed and how communication is being undertaken and done. Okay? So later on, we'll discuss this different communication model. And let's just have a brief review. Last time, we had our discussion on how to do the modified Fryer model, and I showed you the 5 steps to understand a word or idea or a topic. This time, still we will do it together as practice to enhance your comprehension skills. No, let me just review the steps to fill out the chart. So step 1, kailangan niyo munang basahin, and before that pala, step 1 is you write the main idea in the center of the chart. So when we say main idea, ito yung pinatutungkulan ng isang topic. Okay? For example, if the article is about communication, then communication is the main idea. Okay? Next, step 2, you have to define the main idea using key points from what we read. Dito na papasok yung pag-underline ninyo and also highlight ng important key points in order to define what is being placed as a main idea. Then you also list the characteristics of the main idea based on the readings, and you give examples of the main idea or situations where we can see it. And the last step is you write the importance. Bakit importante ito, and how would it help you as a student or in the future? So, basically, ganun natin i-complete yung modified Fryer model. The same lang nung ginawa natin ng face-to-face. Before we continue, I would like to discuss or to show you the activities that you have to do for today's session. Okay? Of course, you have to complete the table. Okay, if you would see, there are 3 tables. And on this lesson, we have the Shannon-Weaver's model. And kung makikita ninyo sa table 1, ang nawawala ay definition and topic. So you have to provide the definition or the topic for table 1. Okay, table 2, kay Wilbur-Schramm interactive model naman, example and characteristics naman ang nawawala. So you have to fill that out. And for table 3, for Dean Barland's transactional model, ang nawawala ay important. So you just have to supply these missing parts based on the readings. Okay? Next, check for understanding. The check for understanding will just be pertaining to scenarios where the models of communication are applicable. So you just have to identify via multiple choice kung ano yung pinaka-model na nagamit doon sa mga binigay na scenario or konteksto. Okay? As you can see here are the tables that you have to fill out. And on the latter part of this activity or module, makikita nyo yung check for understanding. So basically, you have 4 tasks for today. You have to complete the 3 tables, and also you have to answer the check for understanding. Okay, shall we begin? I want you to turn your modules, if you have access, to the content notes or to the coach. Okay, in there, you will find the 3 different models of communication. And let's start with Shannon-Weaver's model of communication. So, basahin natin. In Shannon-Weaver's model, communication involves several elements. Ano yung mga elements na ito? Of course, kailangan ng sender. Si sender yung nag-e-express ng message. Okay? Yung expression na ito or yung message na ito, it could be an information, an emotion, or actions na intended para kay recipient or kay receiver. So, parehas lang sila. This message is conveyed through various channels. So, iba-ibang channel ang pwede nating gamitin. Okay, like language, signs, or body language. Okay, si sender, i-encode niya yung message para maging understandable ito. And then, si recipient or si receiver, i-decode niya naman or i-interpret niya yung meaning or yung message na sinend ni sender or in-encode ni sender. Okay? Yung model na ito, okay, kay Shannon Weaver, it describes the communication as one-way process of receiving and sending messages. Take note of the phrase one-way process. So, ibig sabihin, kung mapapansin niyo yung model, I would like you to look at the model, linear siya. One-way lang siya. Okay? Diba sinasabi natin ang communication ay two-way because there is a channel, there is a sender, there is a channel, there is a receiver, and there is a feedback. And for example, kapag mag-chat ka, okay, you input the message, sasagutin nung ka-chat mo, and then magre-reply ka ulit. So it's on feedback loop. But if you look at Shannon Weaver's model of communication, sinasabi siya na one way lang. So linear lang yung process ng receiving and sending message. Again, one way lang or linear, padiretso. Okay? So parang hindi hina-highlight dito yung feedback loop na tinatawag natin. Okay? Kasi nga one way lang siya. Okay? Paano yun nangyari? So, si information source or si sender, okay, itatransmit niya yung kanyang message via channel, then i-receive, okay, nung receiver, pag na-decode niya na at nakarating na sa destination or sa intended recipient, we can say that the communication is successful as long as there is no noise or interference. Paano yon? Ano bang mga examples niyan? Okay, for example, sa public speaking, no? Kapag sa public speaking nag-speech ka, okay, so you will the source of the information is the speaker and then itatransmit niya ito. For example, via oral communication. Then i-receive niya ng audience niya. Then after nun, ang destination nun ay yung audience. Pag na-reach na yung audience, okay, tapos na yung communication. So walang feedback loop. Nung natapos na yung speech, natapos na din doon. So, that is for Shannon Weaver. Okay, let's give another example para mas malinaw sa inyo. Common ito sa mga advertisement. For example, nag-commute ka and then nakakita ka ng mga tarpaulin, mga advertisement, okay, na nakaprint o kaya sa newspaper, o kaya nakaprint and then nakapaskil sa mga poste. That is an example of Shannon Weaver's model. Kasi, okay, nakita mo, nabasa mo, and then nalaman mo yung gustong sabihin ng advertisement and that stops there. Kasi hindi naman natin kinakausap yung tarpaulin, for example. Diba? Hindi naman natin kinakausap yung banner, for example. So, one way lang yung communication. Okay? Halimbawa, yung ating mga advertisement, mga tarpaulin natin sa labas ng university. So, nung nag-commute ka, nakita mo na, okay, 100% passing rate, for example, ang pharmacist kasi nakalagay sa tarpaulin. Therefore, yung intended message ay nakarating sa destination which is ikaw. Okay? So, linear lang yung model. Ibig sabihin, nag-stop na doon nung na-reach ka na nung message na galing doon sa sender natin. Okay? If you have any question, feel free to ask sa GC natin and I'll be very happy to assist you. Okay, makikita ninyo rin doon kay Shannon Weaver's model na inintroduce yung noise or yung interference or yung barrier. So, diniscuss natin ito. Noises or barrier could be physical, physiological, or psychological. So, these are the interferences that hinders the communication that may result to misunderstanding or miscommunication. Now, let's have Wilbur-Schramm's interactive model of communication. Tandaan nyo lang na kay Shannon Weaver, communication has occurred when a message has been sent and received. So pag nisend yung message na receive ng recipient, which is the destination or the intended destination of the message, tapos na. Kaya linear siya. One way lang. Okay. Ngayon, we also have Wilbur-Schramm's interactive model of communication. Okay. For Wilbur-Schramm's interactive model of communication, naging improvement ito over the linear model. Kasi nga, di ba, ini-emphasize natin na there is a sender, there is a receiver, the communication is two-way, and it's cyclical. Okay? Kaya dito, bilang improvement, it has been emphasized the importance of feedback and the two-way flow of communication. So, in this model, communication is seen as interactive, cyclic process involving the sender, the receiver, and the feedback loop. So dito, hindi na lang linear ang communication. So sinasabi na dito na may feedback. Okay? Kasi, so kung makikita ninyo dyan sa model, there is a source, and that's a source. For example, sa sender ay i-encode niya yung message. Then, i-decode naman ito ng another source or yung receiver natin. Then, si receiver natin mag-i-encode ng feedback or ng reply. And then, i-decode ulit ito ni source natin or ni sender. And, cyclical siya. So, cyclic process. So, paikot. And then, hin-highlight din dito yung makikita ninyo dyan sa model, may mga broken lines na in circular pattern, and ang tawag dyan ay field of experience. Yung field of experience, these are the individual knowledge, experience, and cultural background which also play an important role in communication. Okay? So, yung kausap natin at saka tayo, meron tayong common field of experience. Ano yun? Common background. Meron tayong common knowledge about dun sa pinag-uusapan natin. Okay, for example, you have a kuya na nagtatrabaho sa university. Okay? And then after 5, dumating siya sa bahay, nandun ka, naabutan ka niya, and then tinanong mo siya. You said, kumusta? Okay? And he replied, okay naman, ayos naman yung trabaho, medyo nakakapagod lang kasi nagpa-exam kami today, and then ang dami kong klase, hanggang 5 yung klase ko diretso, for example. Yun ang reply niya. So, doon na pumasok yung field of experience na tinatawag natin. Kasi ikaw at saka yung kuya ay merong common knowledge doon sa topic. Kaya nung kinumusta mo siya, alam niya na nagperpertain ka sa trabaho niya. Kinukumusta mo siya about sa work niya. So, merong underlying common field of experience dyan. Okay? So, kahit hindi mo sinabing kumusta yung trabaho mo sa ganitong school, kahit sinabi mo lang kumusta, na-gets niya na agad. Kasi nga may common knowledge kayo. Meron kayong common field of experience. Common din yan sa mga magkakaibigan, di ba? Minsan may mga terminologies tayo na tayo lang yung nakakaalam with our friends. O kaya minsan kahit magtingilan lang tayo by non-verbal communication, alam na natin yung ibig sabihin. Di ba? So tandaan lang natin that for Wilbur-Schramm, naging interactive na yung model ng communication. Hindi na siya one way. Hindi katulad nung kay Shannon Weaver kasi meron ng feedback loop. Kumbaga, as a sender, okay, nagsasend ka ng message, yung receiver nagre-receive ng message, okay, by decoding and encoding. But at the same time, yung receiver nagiging sender din, and so on and so forth. Kumbaga, si sender at si receiver ay nag-alternate ng position. Okay, as sender and receiver, interchanging, alternating positions. Let us give another example. Example, kapag nagchat-chat kayo, okay? So, pag nagchat-chat kayo, or pag nag-chat ka, nag-send ka ng message, yung person on the other end, or kausap mo, binabasa yung message mo. And then, pag nabasa niya, nagre-reply siya or nagre-respond siya. And then, babasahin mo yung reply niya or yung response niya, and then magre-respond ka din or magre-reply ka din doon sa pinadala niyang message. So the cycle continues with one another or with each other by replying. Kaya nga siya interactive. Kaya siya cyclical. Okay? So that is for Wilbur Schramm's interactive model of communication. Next, we have Dean Barland's transactional model of communication. So let's take a look at the model. So kung makikita ninyo, hindi na sender or receiver or encoder or resource or decoder yung ginamit na term. Ang ginamit na dyan ay communicator. Okay, so hindi na sender at receiver. Ang ginamit dyan ay communicator. And kung makikita ninyo, there is also a field of experience dito, and then there's a message feedback. Ngayon, the role of the sender and the receiver in the transactional model of communication differs significantly from those in the other models. Kasi kanina, sabi natin kay sa unang model, doon kay Shannon Weaver, linear lang ang interaction, no, one way lang ang communication. Kay Wilbur naman, there is a feedback loop. But dito, sinasabi na instead na i-label natin yung participants ng communication as sender and receiver, sinasabi dito na when we communicate, okay, we are referred to as communicators. So, ang tawag na sa atin ay communicators in the context of transactional model. Kasi, di ba, usually, pag nakikipag-transact tayo, simultaneously, nagiging sender and receiver tayo. Kumbaga, as communicator, parehas tayong sender at receiver at the same time. Kung mapapansin nyo doon sa model ni Wilbur Schramm, sinasabi doon na nag-alternate ng position. So, nagiging sender ka, nagiging receiver ka. But in here, in the transaction model, it suggests that simultaneously or sabay, ikaw ay sender and receiver. So, makikita niyo yan dito sa figure that I have prepared for you. And kung makikita ninyo, yung field of experience sa model na ito ay nagre-refer pa rin sa backgrounds, cultures, and experiences that the participants bring to the communication process. And itong field of experience na ito ay nakaka-apekto kung paano ini-encode, sinisend, or nire-receive, and then i-decode, or ini-intindi, or ini-interpret yung message natin. Sir, bakit parang parehas naman si Dean Barland's transactional model at saka si Wilbur Schramm? Again, ang kaibahan nila, kay Wilbur Schramm ay nag-alternate ng position yung sender at receiver. Pero dito, kay Dean Barland's, at the same time, yung mga communicators, sila ay sender at receiver. So, nangyayari ito simultaneously. Considering the context of the communication and also the field of experience, yung common background. So, usually, na-observe natin itong kay Dean Barland's transactional model of communication pag meron tayong katransaksyon or during transactions. Let's give an example. Isa kang customer, okay, nagrereklamo ka, or hindi naman nagrereklamo, but nag-raise ka ng concern sa customer service representative, okay? Sabi mo, mahina yung internet ninyo, okay, ilang araw na. So, yung field of experience ninyo ng customer service representative tsaka ikaw bilang customer, yung problema sa internet. Now, simultaneously, as communicators, you exchange information. Kasi ikaw, nagiging sender/receiver ka kasi sinasabi mo kung ano yung kaso, ano yung problema, and at the same time, okay, nag-a-adjust din yung customer service representative base sa sagot mo. Okay, para ma-diagnose or para matulungan ka niya doon sa iyong problem with the internet connection. So, continuously, you exchange information and simultaneously, you are sender and receivers of the communication. Kaya nga, ang term dyan ay communicators. Okay, another example. Kapag nagpa-check up ka kasi parang di na natatapos yung ubot sipon mo, ilang linggo na. Okay, tatanungin ka ngayon ng doktor. Okay, ano po ba yung mga symptoms na nararamdaman ninyo? Then sasagot ka din. Okay? So basically, nag-a-adjust kayo sa isa't isa to resolve the issue. Okay? And then, base dun sa sagot mo sa mga tinanong niya, dun kanya i-diagnose para malaman kung ano yung gamot na kailangan or ano yung mga processes na kailangan para gumaling ka. So, at the same time, you're simultaneously sending and receiving information and you adjust towards each other based on your reactions and feedback to resolve the issue, okay, or to complete the transaction satisfactorily. So all in all, today we have discussed three models of communication. Namely, we have Shannon-Weaver's model of communication. Basically, on this model, we perceive communication as linear or as one-way flow. For example, during public speaking. So there is a sender, he sent the message, and then you received. It has arrived to the destination, which is you as an audience, and that stops there. Okay, the Wilberstrom's model of communication is an improvement over Shannon-Weaver's model of communication because it says here that the model of communication is interactive. So there is a feedback loop. May reply na. So hindi lang one way. The same as pag nakikipag-chat ka, for example. So nag-i-interchange yung role mo as sender and receiver kasi nagre-reply ka and then nagsasend ka rin ng message. Okay? Next. Lastly, you have Dean Barland's transactional model of communication, which usually happens when we have transactions. So basically, the sender and the receiver are not the terms being used here, but we are being termed as communicators because we are simultaneously both sender and receiver, and we adjust based on the field of experience and also based doon sa kausap natin. Okay? Basically, we've discussed the three models, Shannon-Weaver's model, Wilberstrom's interactive model, and Dean Barland's transactional models of communication. If you have any question, feel free to ask me via GC, and I'll be very happy to assist you. Again, you have three activities for today. You have to complete the three tables for the three models of communication, and you have to answer the check for understanding, which are given scenarios or example pertaining to the different models of communication. That's it for today. This has been Sir Don, and thank you so much.